And please keep your table talk to a minimum and your laughter to an all-out maximum. And now, welcome to the stage, your host and MC, ladies and gentlemen, Maeret.
Kansas City Improv. Keep it going for me. I shaved tonight, okay? That shit is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. All right, ladies, how many razors do you go through? Like two. All right, I'll answer for everybody. 3. Okay, the mystery is over. It's 3 razors. Oh man, I put it off though. I put it off like my boyfriend puts off mowing the front lawn. We incidentally have the same policy. It is, I will get to it when the neighbors can see it. Okay? Then we know it's a problem. Until then, it's not a problem. Guys, my name is Maeret from Kansas City. People lie to you, but I'm not going to. I have an STD and he is 9. Okay? His name's Micah and he's doing really good in math. So, hang in there, the jokes get worse. Okay. Seriously though, he's doing great in math. People lie to you. One of my favorite lies, maybe you've heard this one, it's the best day of my life. The best day of my life was the day that I had a baby. Oh yeah, right? The day that I had a baby, I went to the hospital a fat chick, and I came home a fat chick with a screaming infant. So, I have had better days, and I hope you have too. Yeah, getting started off with a bang. Ooh, oh man, making fun of kids, really popular in the Midwest. I know. People lie to you all the time, too. They're like, oh, I'm your friend. If you need anything, call me. Oh, yeah? Okay. Well, when my roommate threw me a surprise birthday party, only 2 people showed up. One of them lived there. It was more like, surprise, you don't have any fucking friends. Oh, man. Sorry. I thought they waited for the funeral to do that kind of shit, but... Oh man, so I've been looking for a place online. Incidentally, that's the same place people find the love of their life these days. You know, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're searching for an apartment or a dude or a toaster or a car. Everybody uses the same tactics. They put up pictures when shit was good. You know, nobody puts up as-is pictures anymore. Like, this is today. No one's doing that. Right? You wouldn't sell it. You wouldn't be able to go on a date if this was today. No, because people talk up their features. Like, men will be like, oh, drinks on occasion. You know, every day is an occasion. Here in the Midwest, too, they love to throw this one out. You're looking for a place, it's like, oh, resort style. Oh, is it? Oh, it's like living on a resort? Oh, really? Like anyone dries up and is thrown off by the water feature out front and is like, ch-ch-ch-ch. For a minute there, I thought I was in the Caribbean. Turns out it's just another beige box in Overland Park, Kansas. That water feature really fucks with me every time. And they love to tell you this one too here in the Midwest. They'll be like, oh, it has a fitness center. Oh, does it? And you get there and it's just a converted closet with a treadmill in it. It's kind of creepy, really. Man, and there's so many misleading headlines on the internet, am I right? I got so excited the other night, I clicked on this link, it said, depression cooking. I'm like, finally, cooking for people like me. You know, you don't want to spend a lot of time on your feet, right, my fellow depressed people? You want food like that's like in a pocket or on a stick, something in bed. Yeah. So I got excited. I'm like, finally, a cooking video for this niche market. And then I clicked on it, and turns out it was just a 92-year-old woman named Carla cooking you recipes from the Great Depression, you know? I didn't know that was a thing. I guess that's a thing. You ever see that on the internet? You're like, I didn't know that was a thing. That's a thing now. That's a fetish. That people are into that. They want to learn about the Great Depression, how to cook from the Great Depression. They use a lot of hot dog. Did you know that? I didn't know that. You did know that. Okay, she cooks a lot more than I do. Okay, she knows her eras. Bless you. Bless you. You guys look great. You guys, everyone looks great. You guys all work out. You look like you take care of yourselves. I certainly don't. Oh man, no, I don't work out. One of the main reasons I don't work out is because I remembered it was like to have a gym membership. right? And to be like at the gym the day that somebody was getting a tour of the facility because they're considering this decision. You know how it is. It doesn't even matter how out of shape you are. If you're the person with the membership, you instantly develop a sense of superiority, over the person getting a tour. You're like looking down on them, like a new kid at school, like, one day you'll be like me. You have a membership here. One day you'll be like me and drive here and decide there's not enough parking and just drive home, One day you'll be just like me. So, I don't, for a membership. Man, true story, I'm not the type of girl to be caught following a guy around at a party. I'm more the type of girl that follows a snack bowl around at a party. Yeah, strong snack game. So, I love snacks. Some women, they're like afraid to eat. They'll be like at a party and there'll be like a big spread of food and it's like untouched, Like, oh, I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat. If there's only chicks around, it doesn't even matter really. If I see a stray box of donuts, you know the signs. It looks like it's about to be thrown out. It could be anywhere, but it's like well past noon. Whoever's had one's had one, and most people are too afraid to speak up because they have dignity, and that's fine. I don't, and so I'll say something. I'll be like, "What's up on these glazed donuts?" Maybe talk about it like it's a lady. Is glazed donut spoken for over here? Is Rainbow Sprinkle going home with anyone tonight? So I'm a fan of the donut. You guys are like, meh, okay on the donuts. Fair enough. I am in my 30s. Maybe you'll like these jokes. Being in my 30s, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful adventure, one of my favorite pastimes. Some women like to play tennis. I like to go out running errands looking like total shit. Okay? I do. I like to go running errands like without makeup, maybe my hair in an aggressive bun, flip-flops in the winter, you know the signs. And I'll jump around corners at Costco or Walmart and I'm like, and I scare 22-year-old girls like, this is your future. Running errands all pissed off. Why are there only 3 lanes open? You know the drill. Like, why are there only 3 lanes open? They built 30. It's like a bad movie, they just keep going and they're closed. But I think, being in my 30s, I can tell them my plan to be an adult is not really working out well. When someone says this to me, they'll usually give you a piece of paper and they'll say, put this somewhere safe and don't lose it. And I'm like, fuck, where is that place? Where is the place? Because if I know where it is, it's not safe. And if it's safe, it's because I don't know where it is. So I haven't quite figured that one out. Man. It's not all bad though. Being in your 30s is kind of nice. My boyfriend is a skilled lover now, because in our 20s, right, ladies, we have a lot of bad sex. We don't tell you guys this, but it takes a minute, It takes, how does the saying go? It takes a village to make a woman come. So, seriously though, in your 20s you count a lot of ceiling tiles. There's a lot of like, what sound do I make for this to end? Is that the one? And then in your 30s, like, guys get the hang of it. They know where it is, and like they figure that shit out, right? It's awesome. Because in your 20s, the guy will roll over and he, after he like does his like 90 seconds to like 2 minutes. And he'll roll over and he'll do this, so like, oh, did you come? Like you're in a locker room, like, did you get yours? Like, did I come? Like, what is this, like an independent project? Did I come, And every grown woman in here is, groaning on the inside because they know the answer to that question. If you have to ask, the answer is fuck no. Did I come? Did I pull your hair out? Did I wake your mom up? Who's living at home? Seriously, did I come? It's like the first time I did LSD, I'm like, hey man, how do I know when the acid's kicked in? How do I know when I'm tripping? My buddy's like, you'll fucking know when it's kicked in. You'll fucking know when a grown woman comes. You'll know, right? You'll know. You won't be asking. You'll know. Being in my 30s, though, my girlfriends ask me for dating advice all the time, and I look for a few things. One thing is age. I like an older man. I find that older men are more honest. And let's face it, it's not because a man he doesn't turn into a better person as he ages. It's just that the older a man gets, he gets too tired to lie, right? So there's this Venn diagram right here of it's just awesomeness. They don't even have it in them, to bend the truth. So you want to find a guy like that that's too tired, ladies. A guy that's in at night, not because he's not running around on you, because he's just too tired. Maybe like an aged luxury automobile of a man, It's okay that the sunroof's all fucked up because they don't make this model anymore. They don't make these anymore. So be careful with the sunroof. No, I love older men too. They're so goddamn interesting. Every time a song comes on the radio, it's like story time. It takes right back. They remember what classes they were in college and who was president. Who they were dating. It's great. No, I like the other thing I like an unemployed man, Not so much, I don't want the check, I like the lifestyle. I find that eating pussy is an endurance sport. Am I right, ladies? Seriously, I like a guy with time on his hands, maybe something to prove, too. It's an unemployed man. If you want a guy to let you sit on his face for 3 hours, he's got to be unemployed. Or on ecstasy. Okay, you decide the punchline. He's saying he's going to have something to prove. And I'm not psychic, but I can't tell how fun a guy is by the shape of his stomach. At my age, muscle definition is a lifestyle choice. One that I haven't made, okay? No, seriously, in my 30s, I see a guy with like a six-pack coming to me, and I'm like, man, we don't spend our time and our money the same way. We don't have a lot in common. Already, just right out the gate. You know how it is, ladies. It's true. You gotta have stuff in common. People ask me too, they say, hey Maeret, how do I give a better hand job? And I say, step one, stop right there, fucking don't, okay? That's how you give the best hand job, you don't give one. Yeah, I know, there's some frowny faces out there, but here's the deal, okay? Men, women, children, whoever's out there, this is the deal. At my age, men have been doing that motion for quite some time, and it's not something I can compete with. And I play to win, I want to I'm not trying to make a meal they can make, right, I'm not trying to do hamburger helper in my place. I'm trying to do some shit they never seen before. So I don't do that. No, I imagine it's painful to watch at my age. It's probably painful to watch. A grown man watch me jack him off is probably like what it's like for me to watch my grandma check her email. It's like this thing that I do with ease every day. It's so simple. It's like, my sleep, and she starts doing it and she's bumbling around. And at first I want to give her the dignity of doing it herself, so I give like patient instruction, push the start button. And then 30 seconds in, it's more like, get the fuck out of the way, I'm doing me over quick. I do this all day. Alright, start button, it is. You guys are fun. You guys are dirty. Seriously though, I was raised super Christian. So Christian, in fact, to this day, if I accidentally say Jesus Christ in front of my grandma, the only way to get out is I have to start naming Bible characters. I'm like, Joseph, Mary, Uncle Sam, King David, the guys. No, I was raised Christian though. I know you're thinking, what are the benefits? Not many, okay? Not many. You learn about a lot of shit way too late in life. It's embarrassing. In my 30s, I learned finally what a glory hole is. You guys are quiet and you're laughing at me. That's fine. It was pretty sad. And I had heard the term before, but the whole time I thought, as a good Christian girl, that when someone said glory hole, that they were talking about a woman's vagina, because what's more glorious than that, right? Turns out there is something more glorious. Okay. Which I learned, and my boyfriend explained it to me, and my first thought was, well, no wonder God gave the vagina to the woman, man can't handle that sort of responsibility. You know, if a man had a vagina by the time he was 13, it'd be the most beat up, busted thing. Men are curious. They'd be like covered in bug bites, and there'd be like rocks and marbles from the lake out there. Maybe a dead cicada. It's the Midwest. You guys can't handle that. You guys are curious? Hey, has anybody been to the art museum recently? Anybody? No? Okay, me neither. But whenever I go, you know, I'm trying to get into the art mindset, and I'm trying to have deep thoughts, but then eventually I'm like, is it just me, or do all of these sculptures look like cocks? You know? And they do. And here's why. I'm going to tell you a little story. Have you ever seen the movie Ghost? Anybody? Okay. Pottery class is nothing like that. I was really disappointed. I'd seen that movie and I took a pottery class, and it wasn't sexy at all. It was taught by an elderly woman. She hated me, so she skipped over me every time, so I sucked. I was terrible at pottery. And it was in a community center, so it was fluorescent light, and it was really frigid. It was cold. But every week it was the same sad story. It'd be like me on this pottery wheel, and if you can't control the clay, true story, if you can't control it and you suck at pottery, the easiest shape to make on a pottery wheel is a cock. Okay? It's true. So all those cocks you see at the museum, they're throwaways. They're like shitty potters, you know? They're like, oh, don't know what to do with this. Let's paint it orange, you know? So I was in this class, and every week it would just be like me in the middle of these two old broads, or like Myrna over here to the right of me making like a vase or something for her collection. And there'd be Evelyn making a candy dish or something dignified for her grandchildren. And then there was Maeret in the middle just killing it, making like accidental cock after accidental cock in all shapes and sizes, you know? I'm like, fire with the kiln! Got a big one. It's true. It's the easiest shape to make on a pottery wheel. So they say to follow your dreams, and so I have a store on Etsy where I sell all of my clay cocks. Hopefully you can find one that fits you. You guys have been fun. That's my show. My name is Maeret. I'm going to go ahead and bring up your next act. All right, guys? You were a lot of fun. Thank you very much. I'm from Kansas City. I do this club quite frequently, so please come say hi to me after the show. But for now, I'm going to bring up your next act. He is also from Kansas City. He's been on tour with Pablo for the last 3 years. They are working on a cartoon together. Kansas City, make some noise for Steve Kramer!
Keep going, boy, ladies and gentlemen, let her hear it.
My vagina hurts.
What's up, Kansas City? Make some noise!